Good evening. Heartbreaking, destructive, and frightening. Those are just some of the words being used to describe an apartment explosion and fire that has sent at least 10 people to the hospital and required nearly 100 first responders to battle these scorching flames today.
Yeah, so this all happened at an apartment complex in Silver Spring around 10:30 in the morning. We're going to go straight out to Lex Suarez, who's been on the scene all day today. Lex, can you get us up to speed with the latest?
Yeah, Joseph Tasmin, the fire chief for Montgomery County, just actually stopped by the press where we're set up here to go live, and he gave us a little update about where operations stand right now. For the rest of the evening, they are working to, establish a perimeter around some of these unstable buildings. It's in the past hour since the last time I spoke to you. They have been able to remove a wall from one building that was worried about being unstable so that they can continue in their search efforts. Now you can see that tree right here across the parking lot. Right behind it, that's where the apartment building was standing this morning. Of course, now is a pile of rubble. Throughout the night, they will have a fire truck staying here in the parking lot because there are still hot spots inside of that. But as far as that cleanup and the search effort goes, because there are some unaccounted people, they are going to continue that for the next several days. Complete devastation, the aftermath of an early morning explosion and building collapse that brought in over 100 firefighters. A total of 10 people were transported to local hospitals, 3 with serious injuries. The impacts are stretching beyond the one building. Half of the buildings in the Friendly Garden apartment complex are now unsafe for people to live in.
The initial number right at the moment is about 100 people throughout those 3 buildings.
100 people now needing permanent housing and more who are waiting to be allowed back into their homes.
Our goal is to get the remaining 3 buildings reoccupied tonight with all of their residents.
In the meantime, crews are going to be taking the unstable walls down so that search efforts can continue. And it's all hands on deck from county partners.
We're working on permanent housing, and we're all waiting for the outcome of what will be the ongoing investigation to determine what actually happened here.
Now, like I said before, there are some people who are still unaccounted for. The fire chief hesitant to say that he doesn't think anybody is in the pile of rubble here, but they are going to be shutting down operations for the night. They aren't going to be, digging in what's left of that building and coming back, and they will be back here tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock. So that is something that is very telling for us. Now, as far as the people who are displaced, who might need some donations or immediate help from the community members, the county has set up a fund. You can find that, a link to that. We will have that up on our website for you so that people can, donate monetarily if they feel led.
Lex, such promising news that it seems like nobody else, official search, it seems like nobody else is left underneath that rubble. We know that they're still working to figure out exactly how this happened, how the explosion happened, and then the fire, but did they give you any updates, any answers about 911 calls that were made prior to this explosion? Because a lot of people on social media are saying, I smelled gas in the morning before I left for work. What do you know about that, number one? And number two, what do we know about the future of this investigation?
Yeah, Joseph, we asked them if they're, earlier today, if they had any calls, any history of calls coming out here for gas. And over this calendar year, the chief says there have not been any calls for gas leaks in this area. As far as people saying that they smelled gas this morning, that's not something that I can confirm at this time. And they have several working theories of what exactly caused the explosion today that then led to that building collapse. Now, something else we did ask about was Washington Gas. They are here on site. They were actually out here to shut off the valve that was leading to that building that collapsed to make sure that no gas would be, heading in that direction as the building is now gone. They said that is not part of the investigation into the explosion or what they are thinking may have caused it. And Pepco will be coming out here tomorrow morning as well. Of course, they will be having another press conference tomorrow morning at 9, and we will be out here and bringing updates from what happens with that. For now, live in Silver Spring, Lex Suarez, WDVM 25.